Welcome to the Sonoma County Fairgrounds for day 3 of the Northern California Regional. I'm Justin Judkins alongside Cherie Chan, and today is significant because it's the final day of competition. We all know what that means. It means we find out who is going to qualify for the Reebok CrossFit Games in July. We will be picking up the action in the third and final heat of the women's competition. This will be event number 6. Anybody wanting to go to the games has to perform well on this nasty little chipper. Cherie, pressure's mounting. Who has to come through on this workout if they hope to go to the games?
We have got to see a couple of things happen in this particular heat. First of all, each event still holds 36 points. So if you bomb one of these workouts, it could be devastating for your opportunity to go to the games. We need Ashley, we need China, we need Annie, Sarah, and Margot are all going to be fighting to be able to get to California and be rock stars at the Stub Hub.
Well, and there are only 6 points between third place Ashley Carivo and fourth place Sarah Hopping. Now, don't count out China. You mentioned her. She's only 1 point behind Sarah Hopping. And Cherie, we know that these athletes have been put through the ringer the past couple days. How is that going to affect their performance today?
I did a little market research and did the workouts in order of which they are, and I can't tell you how badly those pistols and deadlift box jump affected this workout. It was unbelievable. So we're going to see how the volume affects their body, how they're holding up, how did they rest, recover, especially in the overhead and the lunge.
All right, when the athletes hear 3, 2, 1, go, they will do 100 double unders. That just means they jump once and the rope goes under twice. Then they will slide under the wall where they kick up into a handstand and do 50 handstand push-ups. Move on to the pull-up rig where they hang from the bar and do 40 toes to bar. Then they go to the mats where they pick up an axle bar. And an axle bar is just a fancy way of saying a really thick bar. They must do 30 shoulder to overhead with that bar. It weighs 100 pounds. And then walking lunge for 90 feet, and they finish. But the bar has to be in the front rack position, and we are off. Annie Sakamoto in the red shorts, starting in on her 100 double unders, and we're gonna find out who has been working and practicing on being efficient in the black shirt. Sarah Hopping, having no problems with the 100 double unders.
Right next to her, we have Alessandra. Alessandra has blown away the competition this weekend. I am a new fan of Alessandra, and you know, she was a competitive rower for over 10 years. This girl can take some pain. I can't wait to see what she does in the remainder of this workout.
She can deal with pain. These are the top 12 women at the head of the leaderboard. Now, Cherie, is there a part of this workout that could potentially be harder than any of the other parts?
I wouldn't say harder, I'd say it's the cumulative effect for this particular workout. However, year after year after year, we see athletes struggle on the handstand push-ups.
All right, and Alessandra Pacelli is the first one underneath the wall to the handstand push-ups, followed closely by Annie Sakamoto. They do kick up at the same time. They're gonna start chipping away at 50 handstand push-ups. Now, we're gonna see different techniques. We see both ladies doing what's called a kip, where they use their legs to kick and gain a little momentum. So Pacelli is the first one to come off the wall and shake out the shoulders, and she jumps right back up and starts in on her handstand push-up. But look at Annie Sakamoto go in lane number 7 with the red shorts.
I would suspect this is a strong movement for Annie. She's gonna get as many as she can. She knows what that volume feels like. She's not worried about getting as many as she can.
All right, this workout demands a specific strategy, not only if you want to survive, but really, especially if you want to have a fast time. So what kind of strategy could these women be using in this workout?
It is paramount that these ladies have tried this workout, because these things individually are not destructive. But once you get done with those handstands, we got toes to bar, we've got more grip, more shoulder. Then we go to shoulder over the head, more grip, more shoulder. Then we have to hang on to that in the lunge. So really, it's key that they've done this all in a row together and they know what each one feels like in succession.
Now, there is a 15-minute time cap on this workout. The fastest time in the world record time was set by Camille LeBlanc-Bazinet, 8 minutes and 8 seconds. Unbelievably fast time. So on the left, we see Alessandra Pacelli On the right, we see Annie Sakamoto, and they are chipping away at 50 handstand push-ups.
We just got word that lane 5, Ashley's at 39 reps. Ashley is going to fight to keep her lead in 3rd place.
All right, in lane 6, Alessandra Pacelli has 29, so she is behind Ashley Caraveau in lane number 5. So lane number 5, she did not start the handstand push-ups in 1st place, but she has gained the lead with her proficiency to do handstand push-ups. And she just completed her handstand push-up. She's starting in on 40 toes to bar. That is Ashley Caraveau.
Ashley wants it. She's like, you're not taking 3rd place from me. I'm going to get this point. And
look at the look of determination on her face, too.
Ashley is an inspirational athlete. That's all I have to say. Found out in the Open last year that she had cancer. Couldn't compete in the regionals because of it. She is back with a vengeance. She's like, look at me, world.
She might go unbroken on that. Look at her just pounding away. That look of determination. Her grip has got to be shot. Now Annie Sakamoto finishes her handstand push-ups. Takes a second to chalk up. She will be the 2nd woman onto the pull-up rig for her toes to bar.
This shows you how badly these 2 women want to go to the games in California. They're fighting to make sure that they get as little points as possible in this event.
All right, Ashley Caraveau, lane 5 in the green shirt. Annie Sakamoto, she is in the red shorts, and
looks like she has a game plan there.
Yeah, she does.
She knows what she's
taking
doing.
The appropriate time to rest. Talk about or explain how important the work-to-rest ratio is and the right kind.
If you don't know what you're capable of in this workout and you blow out those toes to bar and those handstand push-ups too early, you will just go down the tube in the overhead.
All right, lane 5. Ashley Caraveau only has 1 more toe to bar left, and she is our leader. She's in the green shirt, black shorts. She is our leader, moves on to the shoulder to overhead. Now, that's 100 pounds on a thick axle bar, and when you grab it, it feels like the axle on a car.
Justin, this is where the workout begins. If you've tried this workout, getting through these 30, getting through that lunge is exactly where it happens. This is not going to determine the leader unless she can hang on.
Ashley Caraveau, the first one done with her double unders, onto the pull-up rig to do her toes to bar. First one done with her toes to bar to get to the shoulder to overhead with that axle bar. Now we're going to see different techniques. Right now she's doing a push jerk to get that bar overhead. She can use it. She can do it any way she wants. She's already got 5 in the bank. Once she reaches her first set of 10 and completes 10, she will move forward on the mat. And she must stand on the appropriate number, whether she's working towards her 20th rep. Looks like Annie Sakamoto just completed her toes to bar and is about 10 reps behind Ashley Caraveau when she starts her shoulder to overhead with that 100-pound bar.
This is not new for Annie to be put in the gauntlet and to dig deep and to figure out how to survive at the end of a strong weekend of volume. She's going to do brilliantly.
Ashley Caraveau is our current leader, and she's starting in on her 2nd set of 10, shoulder to overhead. And Courtney Walker is setting the bar down now. There's Ashley Caraveau in the green shirt. In front of the screen, starting towards getting close to her 20th rep, and those shoulders are just starting to feel it and take its effect. But Annie Sakamoto in the red shorts is catching her.
What's important that's happening here right now is that we needed to see strong performances from Sarah or China or Margot in order to have a change in the leaderboard, and we are not seeing that right now. Annie and Ashley do not want to let go.
And in lane number 7, you can see her farther down on your screen. Oh, Ashley Caraveau does get her 20th rep and moves forward. She only has 10 reps left. She will complete her shoulder to overhead. 100 pounds at this point, feels like 1,000. And you see Ashley just setting the bar down, regrouping not only mentally but also physically, because once she completes these 10 reps, then she's got 90 feet where she has to do walking lunges and take that bar in the front rack position and move it down the field of play.
Alessandra is starting to catch up. She's starting to make ground now that they're off the toes to bar. We'll see if she can catch up to Ashley and Annie.
Ashley Caraveau has 4 reps left. Now Annie joins her on the number 30. So Annie only has 10 reps left. Ashley has built a lead of 6 reps at this point.
China has just almost caught up to Alessandra. She is over in lane 4. She needs to pass Ashley and Annie if she wants to go to the games in California. She is going to be digging into the depths of her soul to get that bar over her
And
head.
Ashley Caravel completes her 30th rep on the shoulder to overhead. She's starting in on her walking lunges, and she doesn't make it very far before she has to drop that bar. This is Courtney Walker in lane 12. She's closing in on the final reps of her 30 shoulder to overhead. She could pass up Annie Sakamoto, which would be huge for her in this race, to come in, battle with some of the biggest names in CrossFit, and pull a win out from underneath their belt.
Just like we saw in the heats before, this right here is where it matters. How far can you get across without putting that bar down? So Annie can still take over Ashley. Courtney could still take over Ashley. This is going to be a race.
And what a race it is too, but Ashley Caravel is establishing a head start on the walking lunges. Now, the more times you set the bar down to rest, the more work you have to do, because you've got to clean it to your shoulders before you're able to start. And Courtney Walker has completed her 30th rep. Well, nope, I take that back. She has 2 reps left.
Shout out to Miranda Oldroyd in the back. It is her wedding anniversary today, 7 years.
And now Courtney Walker has completed her 30th rep. Annie Sakamoto starting down the field of play. Her job to catch Ashley Caravel, who does have about a 15-meter head start on her, but Annie is closing in fast. And Annie, cannot set that bar down. It's got to be important when you see your competitor rest.
That is your ticket. You're like,
Exactly.
hang on, I can push past. Annie has been in this situation before in the arena. She's got to hang on.
Courtney Walker now joins the other 2 ladies. Courtney Walker is currently in 3rd place, but both ladies, our 1st and 2nd placers, are taking a break. Annie about 5 meters behind Ashley. Now Ashley picks up the bar and starts her walking lunges. That back knee does have to touch the ground. That's what the judge is looking for. Then they have to stand up. Their hips have to be completely open, meaning they're standing up straight.
These athletes are feeling an extreme stimulus on the backside of their body right now from those deadlift box jumps and those pistols. And who can handle that volume? Can they make it through? Can they grit it? Who's got it?
Not only who can handle the volume, but who can handle the pain. Because at this point, it's
Pure
all
pain.
about who really wants it more. And look at Annie catch up to Ashley Caravel. She's passing her now.
She can't let
This
go,
is an
though.
incredibly
She can't let
exciting
go.
race. And this is why Annie Sakamoto is one of the crowd favorites. It looks like Ashley is going to hang on for the lead, just barely though. And Ashley jumps on the mat. An unofficial time, 10 minutes and 28 seconds. Now, Annie will join her on the mat, the finish mat. Unofficial time, 10 minutes, 34 seconds. An exciting race. Now, who will come in 3rd? Who will come in 4th? How will that play into the overall standings on the leaderboard as these women are just struggling to get across? Margot Alvarez is crossing the finish line, as well as Alessandra Pacelli. They're almost too close to call. China Cho, if she wants to keep her dreams alive to go to the games, has to pick it up. She's closing in on, she's got 15 meters left. And you got to keep those elbows high. That fat bar has a tendency to really roll forward. When that happens, it can spell trouble.
Out to China. She knows that Ashley and Annie just held on to their 2nd and 3rd places, but she's still digging deep and hard to finish
And
that.
she steps on the mat. Unofficial time, 11 minutes and 22 seconds. China doing everything she can to sneak into that 3rd place and hopefully go to the games in July. Wow, what an exciting race. Once Ashley Caravel got to the pull-up rig, she was able to establish a lead and continue with that lead the entire time. Here is Courtney Walker, who at one point was in 3rd place. She actually started the walking lunges in 3rd place, but now most of the other ladies have passed her. She's really struggling on that 90 feet walking lunges, and it's taking its toll on the shoulders, on the legs. Like you mentioned yesterday, they did all of those pistols. And there is Miranda Oldroyd. She jumped out ahead in this competition on the first day by smashing Jackie. Now Courtney Walker is finishing her walking lunges. Unofficial time, 12 minutes, 21 seconds. There is a 15-minute time cap. It's going to be really crucial for Miranda to chase that bar down, pull it back to where the judge tells her she needs to start from, and finish this workout under the time cap.
All of these ladies want to be in the final heat today in 7, and they are struggling to keep that place.
And it was important for that lady, Sarah Hopping, to do well in this workout. We're going to find out in a minute how this shakes up the leaderboard. But Sarah was in 3rd place.
We know because of Ashley and Annie going ahead and getting that 1st and 2nd that they're still going to hold on to that 2nd and 3rd place. So it's really going to be who's going to be in that final heat.
And I said Sarah was in 3rd. I meant to say Sarah was in 4th place. If she wanted to get into 3rd, she had to do well in this workout. Miranda Oldroyd, less than 2 minutes left until the time cutoff.
Miranda, an inspiration to all. Let's not forget, this lady broke her neck 10 months ago. Those handstand push-ups were dangerous, to say the least. She had to control herself on every rep down. You cannot go smashing your head into the ground with your metal in your neck.
Exactly. And there's Katie Hogan, who now is in comfortable territory with the weight in her hands. And she's well known for her strength and efficiency when it comes to barbell movements.
Katie needed to do well in this workout if she wanted to move on and go to the games.
And look at China just giving encouragement to other competitors. Miranda Oldroyd, as she is finishing her walking lunges, and event number 6 for Miranda will end with an unofficial time, 13 minutes and 58 seconds. And she's got to be glad she's done. They only have 1 event left. Wow, that was an exciting race. Once Ashley Caraveau got to those that pull-up rig and started in on the toes bar, she was off to the races. She established a lead there. She maintained that lead the entire time. Annie breathing right down her neck, trying to close the gap, but Ashley was able to outdistance her in that walking lunge, cross the finish line first. Shortly thereafter, Annie Sakamoto crossed the finish line.
There is only 3 points between Annie and Ashley, so that's going to make the difference on what happens next as to whether they overcome that position of 2nd and 3rd.
And she really needed that workout, so it was important for her to do well. China cheering on her competitors.
They are fatigued at this point.
And we are closing in on the final seconds of event number 6, and the time cap has just hit the 15-minute mark. Look at the carnage on the field. Katie Hogan giving a high five to some of the other competitors. Amy Woods finishes the workout, doesn't complete it in the time cap, but Sarah Hopping comes over to say, hey, good job, Amy.
And great job to Sarah for getting through. She told me before the workout those handstand push-ups are her goat. She finished it in the time cap. Amazing.
And she might have had some problems with the handstand push-ups, but that young lady, Ashley Caraveau, had no problems with the handstand push-ups. That's where she really started to outdistance herself from the other competitors and pull ahead. A fun event to watch.
Phenomenal. The grit, the passion of these women out here. They want a spot in California. They want to be at that Stub Hub in July, competing against the best in the entire world, and they're about cinching that up.
Well, and every placement counts towards that. Every second counts towards that. And so it's so crucial how they do in not only this event, but the next one coming up. So let's go down to Angel. He's on the competition floor. He is standing by with Ashley.
You guys were here with Ashley Caraveau. Ashley, you knew you had to empty the tank on this event, coming in 3rd, finishing right next to your training buddy, Annie Sakamoto.
It was awesome. I told her before, you and me, like this is our event.
Ashley, your story is straight out of a movie script. Last year at this time, you're battling cervical cancer. Here you are a year later battling with the fittest in California.
It's awesome. It's so awesome.
What message can you get out to our CrossFit community or everyone out there about, just battling, keeping the fight and, competing?
Oh, well, everyone's going through something, whether it's with yourself or your family members. So you just gotta just say it is what it is and go with it and stay positive and stay strong and enjoy the time with life here or your family members. So.
One more event for you. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
All right. Cherie, Justin, if that story doesn't inspire you, man, I don't know what will.
Angel, I am inspired, and thank you. That will conclude our coverage of event number 6 on day 3 of the women's competition. Join us in a moment for the men's competition. For Cherie Chan, I'm Justin Judkins. See you for now.